If you ask me, and I'll be like, okay, sincerely, what even brought about the question? We all know this issue of the coup is very sensitive, and also the issue of the Nigerian civil war is very sensitive as well. So if you're asking the Southeasterners to come out and apologize to Northerners for the coup, which I've read a little about it. It was not just all Igbos, it was members of the Nigerian army. Not just a section, not just people from one group. You understand? Now, I'm also saying, will they actually apologize to the Southeasterners for killing over 3 million during the Nigerian Civil War? Come on now. I've said it before, that if we read Nigerian history, we'll know that there is no part of Nigeria that is holy. There is no part of Nigeria that should say, do this one to us. Because each and every one of us, just like in a family, there is no how one person can come out and say, na me then they offend every time. Or you say you don't offend person at one point in time. Do you understand? So coming out to always play, okay, they don't forgive. That question, it will cause problem. These are things we're supposed to be avoiding, most especially this election period. How do you come out and say, oh, have they forgive the Igbos? Okay, Southeasterners, okay, Northerners, the Southeasterners, have you forgiven the Northerners for slaying over 3 million people? How does that sound? This certainly is not what we should be discussing about at this point in time. It is certainly not at all. It is certainly not at all. Okay. Igbo were the first to do coup in Nigeria. The present constitution is a Basque constitution written by Ben Nwabeze, an Igbo man for selfish reason of Igbos, but it has backfired. They killed Hausas and Yorubas in that coup, but left the Igbo brothers untouched. Igbo started the ethnic killings in Nigeria. How can other tribe be killed? How can the other tribe allow fellow killings? I am not Igbo, but honestly, I did not see the use of the arguments back and forth. If we cannot forgive one another and live together as equals in one united country, then why don't we simply allow the different constituent groups to go their separate ways? Why do we strive force incompatible entities to stay together as a country? Very simple. Since they do not want these people, the Igbos, why not allow them to go, which can be catered? Exactly. Now, the thing is, because anytime I see comments like this, I'm still asking who brought out this, because I keep saying this is a very sensitive issue. But the thing is, we have guys come together to discuss way forward. We can't move past this. This is not something we can keep sweeping under the carpet, because anytime there is any talk on this, it is going to bring back a whole lot of memories. And sincerely, we don't want that to be happening every single time. This is why we need to come together to discuss. We need to come together. There should be a dialogue of both the northeast geopolitical zone, the northwest and the north central, and then the southeast, south, and the south and the southwest. Everybody should come together and discuss the way forward. Okay. 1966, January 15, coup by those 5 Igbo and 1 Yoruba soldiers destroyed a lot of things with this and created disunity. As they killed the leaders from other tribes, leaders like Tafawa Balewa, a humble prime minister, he was killed by Ifeanyi Ifejuna. Saradino of Sokoto, Samuel Bello was killed by Major Chukwuemeka Nzogu. Chief Swame Oladoke Akintola, the Premier of the West, was also killed. Chief Festus Okoti aboard the Flambert Urobo, his security leader, who was the Minister of Finance then, was also killed. But Chief Nnamdi Azikiwe, an Igbo man who was the president, was spared, allowed to escape, and Chief Okpara, the Premier of the East, an Igbo man, was also spared and also allowed to escape the school, and later led to the enthronement of General Johnson Omomakwe Aguiyi as an Igbo man as the president. This led to the July 1966 counter coup led by officers of a northern Nigeria extraction. I want to know how region that has a representative in the night. The story is not clear. What you keep hearing is a version upon version. I am telling you, if you read the real history of Nigeria, it no be like this. Sincerely. Now, all I'm trying to say here is, if you check whatever led to that coup, you go see, it's not something that you just pick a fraction of a Nigerian history and start talking about. Sincerely, like I said, this will bring down a lot of memories, and we are not going to be happy. It will cause problem. Babatunde, the fact that you didn't even get one name correct shows how hollow you are. You rely on hearsay to make weighty public statements. Check yourself, for you are courting the wrath of God for falsehood. Why was Awolowo not killed if the coup plot killed only Yoruba and Hausa? What was the motivation of the coup? Neat readers will not ask questions but carried half-truths about to justify them. They might not even know better. The thing is, they might not even know. Just like you said, it is hearsay. They base their facts on hearsay, and the result is not going to be pleasant. Aisha from the north, but I agree with you totally. I don't know why our northern brothers always want to assume the position of God. Have they not run the Igbos? What kind of arrogance is that? They don't cause this man. They don't cause this man tire as in saying be northerner. Aisha, the Igbos are betrayals. Do not try them. Igbo people will never ever stop that obnoxious attitude due to the arrogance and ignorance. I can never support them to taste power in the country, but they will support your region to taste power. Is that not foolishness? Don't you think you're not being fair? You need to support them, make them taste power, but they're going to support yours. It doesn't make sense. If you're not going to support them to taste power, and you as well, and you're going to treat them equally, then to me, I think they should be left to go. Because the kind of statements where they see here, the thing they make me talk, say this election, hey, it's not going to go as planned, though, if we continue on this route. And the counter coup led to the death of about 3 million Igbos, and you aren't satisfied. Well, will you call it the counter coup? I don't think it's a counter coup. I think when they start saying they wanted to leave, they want to pull out of a country, and they were not permitted, you understand, it now led to this civil war. Wrong, the counter coup did not lead to the death of 3 million. The secession of Southeast from Nigeria and fight to keep it united was what was responsible. Then you don't see them. Allow these people to go, no, and treat them fairly, no. Then you're punishing them for a sin. Do you know my Ghanaians? What people do this thing, they don't die. Maybe few of them would be alive, but majority of them have died. Then we are punishing the children and the children. Even if you be God, you are punishing them, you are visiting them with the sins of the father. People will not get clue. What see them here and hearsay. As it is here, the history of Nigeria, and still hearsay. To me, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, a dialogue should be called. They should call for a dialogue. Everybody sit down. If these people, you're not going to allow them, you feel you cannot allow them to rule, then let them be.